failure to capitalize capital projects, unsupported other income, long outstanding receivables, unreconciled long outstanding borrowing, irregular long outstanding accounts payables, and finally, weak in information communication technology controls. I submit, Chair.
We have failure to capitalize capital projects. Unsupported other incomes, long outstanding receivables, long outstanding irregular long outstanding accounts payable, delayed delivery of Meru Rising Tower project. That's what Senator Mbuku was referring to. The issue of failure to renew lease agreement, non-composition of the board. I think let's start with the issue of non-composition of the board. Maybe, Governor, you can give us a status. Why would this corporation run without a board?
It's true, Chair. There has been that challenge in Meru. Not only for this saga, but for many other sagas and entities and institutions. It is now, Chair, that we are doing the necessary, and now the saga has the board in place. Thank you, Chair.
But how did it run without the board for a whole year? How were they running without a board? Who even signed, who even processed the financial statements? Yes, proceed.
Okay, Chair. I will bring in the accountant to tell us how they've been operating. If the Act allows such things to happen, let's hear, Chair.
Yes, tell us how you were running without a board.
Thank you, Chair, honorable members. Pursuant to the provisions of the Act of establishing Meru County Investment and Development Corporation, in the absence of the Board of Directors, we have been seeking the administrative approvals from the CEC in charge of finance. In addition to that, while even the approval of the budget, we have been obtaining the same from the CEC in charge of finance, as well as the approval of the financial statement that we submitted.
Yes. Maybe we need to, I know it's not the governor who, I think this was Kiraitu who started this. I don't know that it was Kiraitu or Munya. What is this corporation supposed to do?
He explained that
but I mean,
it is supposed to do business for the county.
But you see now, you are the executive. It's like telling the Kenya government, we form an entity that will own the property, and then you, as the owner of this particular entity, still pay rent to this people. I mean, I think the concept for this particular thing is, I don't understand properly what it was supposed to. If it was indeed business, then that's okay. But I don't understand it. I think Treasury and the State Department for Devolution should have proper guidelines on how some of these things, so that also a governor cannot just wake up in the morning and say, I want to do this particular business. This chairman, there is some.
You know, during the first term of devolution, we didn't have proper systems and standards and mechanism in place. That's why we are asking governor, you know, some of these things need to be reviewed. Because some of them would have served better as just a mere fund and not an entity. But let's listen to Mark Gashanja.
Thank you, Chair. Maybe just to respond to the question by the Senator. The Meru Investment Fund, as per the Act, which was enacted in August 2014, is an investment vehicle for the county government of Meru, investments and developments. In fact, it owns several income-generating activities. It owns a Meru County Petrol Station, County Missionettes, Renewable Energy, Kanyeke Fish Processing Factory, Tea Factory, a lodge. So it's like an investment vehicle, Chair, which now is supposed to be like owner of all these income-generating activities, or rather it's supposed to be a commercial kind of corporation, Chair.
Did you say it owns a petrol station?
Yes, Chair.
Why were they struggling going to another petrol station if they have their own?
Yes, Chair, that's just to demonstrate, as the Senator had asked, what is this corporation for? These are the assets it owns. It's supposed to own the investments of the Meru County. And Chair, maybe if you allow me, and maybe the Treasurer here can comment. Now, this being
just Mark, confirm, does it also own the new county headquarters? I've seen something in 21.
Yes, Meru County headquarters. It's in fact it invests in several sectors. In energy, it has the petrol station. In real estate, it has the headquarters and the missionettes. It also has renewable energy. Value addition, it has a fish processing factory. Agribusiness, it has Mukuri Tea Farm. Hospitality, it has Leopard Lodge, Leopard Rock Lodge, among others, Chair. And hospitality also has Old Moses Camp at Mount Kenya. Thank you, Chair.
Maybe, Chair, without jumping the gun, maybe the auditor, you can tell us what revenue do they handle in a year? They seem to be very rich.
Look at revenue. It's the statement for as of 30th June 2025. It indicates transfer from county government of 21,600,000. Yes, million transfer from the county, which means they have not indicated any revenue generation on their part, or other income at 38 million, and the county still transferred 21 million to this corporation. Chair, maybe Treasury here
can comment. So they are still being financed by the county?
Yes, Chair. They transferred 21 million. Maybe the other Chair, the question then would beg is, this being a commercial corporation, maybe the accounting framework ought not to have been IPSAS, but IFRS, because this is a commercial entity. Maybe Treasury here can comment on that, because we know whenever there's a commercial entity, for example, the water companies, they report under IFRS profits, and so it's more suited for this kind of a commercial entity than it is for a fund. Thank you, Chair.
This one, Governor, is another problem. I don't know how you want to resolve it, because it doesn't make sense that the county is funding the construction of a county headquarters and then now letting it belong to an entity. And then you pay rent, and then you still give them money to sustain them. It doesn't make sense.